structure of the museum was designed as Chatura Mo, 4 holes built by 4 directions. It is inspired by an ancient royal palace called the Pinang Sangpet Mahaprasad. That's why if you look at it, it looks like a palace. But everyone, I want to remind you that this is not a temple. I repeat, this is not a temple. This is a museum. All the artworks here are inspired by many traditional cultures, such as Indian, Thai, Chinese, Cambodian, and so on. However, even though this is not a temple, the reason why we ask some of you to wear a cover is because we have a Buddha's relics inside the museum. So it is only our way to show our respect. Okay, so let's move on this way, everyone. Let's proceed. Again, everyone, by the way, this part is our exit point. So this is where our tour will end later on. So I repeat, the exit point, not the entrance, okay? And everyone, since Thailand has 3 seasons, hot, very hot, and extremely hot. We provide you an umbrella over here. So if you want to use umbrella, you can get one right here, okay? Because we need to walk over there for the entrance, okay? So if you want, you can get one. Everyone, the entrance is right. You need to walk 130 meters. Okay, for English, let's proceed over here. Okay, you can come into the front, everyone, right here. Okay, you can come right here, everyone. You can come closer. Don't worry, I will not bite. Okay, so everyone, the outside of the museum is actually decorated with Thai traditional cultures because the owner wants to show to people that in the old days, Thai people create cultures to connect the people to society. So in this part, this is all Thai folk plays. So in the past, they use what they have in the nature to create games. Like here, they use banana tree to create fake horse. Here they use coconut shell to create a game. And this one is cockfighting. While from here up to here, this is all related to the rice farmers. Because in the old days, most of Thai people are rice farmers. So from planting the rice, harvesting it, and praying for the rain. Okay, so let's move on this way, everyone. Let's proceed. And by the way, everyone, this is decorated as the Ramayana epics story, which is an Indian art. And that symbolizes that in every society, we always have the good and the bad. So here, the monkey represents Varana, which is the good one. And the giant represents Asuras, which is the bad one. Okay, let's proceed over here this way. Okay, and everyone, this is the Singhabanshan balcony. So it is inspired by a royal balcony. It is used to grant a public audience in a special occasion. And as you can see, it's decorated with Buranakata jar, which inside has a branches of flowers and leaves. And that represents wealth, happiness, peace, beauty, and creativity. So later on after the tour, you can come back here. You can take pictures. This is one of the most famous photo spot here in the museum. Okay, let's proceed over here to everyone. Okay, let's proceed over here. You can move right here, everyone. Okay, so don't worry, we're almost there. Okay, but before we proceed, I want to show you first this one. So this is the only mechanical that we use in the museum. So it is only used to lift physical handicapped people, pregnant women, or some elders who cannot go up on the stairway. Okay, and moving on over there at the top, as you can see, that is the four faces of Brahma, which represents the four golden states of mind. And that is the loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, and equanimity. Below the four faces of Brahma is the Indra riding Erawan, which is the three-headed elephants. And that represents the three characteristics of a good leadership. And that is to avoid thinking, saying, and doing negative things to the other people. Okay, so now we're about to go up on the museum. This way, everyone. Does anyone of you here who needs to use the lift? Anyone? Everyone's fine? Okay. Okay, let's proceed right here. Please mind your steps. Okay, right here, everyone. So we also have a picture over here with different languages, so you can get one if you want. And let's proceed right here. Okay, so for English, you can turn right, everyone. Go inside. You can leave your umbrella right here so you don't need to carry it. Okay, the others, please go inside, everyone. Please turn right. You can go first. Okay, Okay, so everyone, we will explore the seventh week of life, and this one is the first one. We're all the same, and we're all compounded with four elements, and that is the element of earth, water, fire, and wind. So we're all deserving of the same respect and treatment. So the first one is the element of earth, which is the most solid comparing to other elements. So below, you will see forest and animals. So in our body, it could be your bone, skin, teeth, and organ, or any other solid in our body. The next one is the element of water. So below, you will see some waves. In our body, it could be your blood, plasma, sweat, tears, or any other liquids that we have in our body. The next one is the element of fire. So below, you will see the dragon breathing a fire. So in our body, it could be your body temperature and energy. And lastly, the element of wind. So here, you can see the moving of the clothes and the trees. In our body, it is our oxygen. So these are the four elements that made us all humans equal. So again, the first truth of life is all about human equality. Okay, so now everyone, let's move on to the second truth of life. Don't worry, after the tour, you can always come back here to take photos and videos again. Okay, let's proceed over here. This way, everyone. Okay, this way, please. Okay, please mind your steps, everyone. Please be careful. Okay, for English, I can go right here. So everyone, before we move on to the next part, I just want to show you something. So if you remember in the modern area, the slide where I showed you, you will see some parts that are still and nails. So this is the example of this. But once the wood can hold on its own already, they will remove the nails and replace it with the wooden joint technique that I've shown you in the modern area. Okay, let's proceed over here, everyone. Let's turn right. Okay, for any choice here. Okay, let's proceed over here. Everyone, please mind your steps. Okay, English right here, please. Let's proceed this way. Okay, so everyone, this is the second truth of life. So how do we survive? So from born to we die, we always depend on nature. And of course, without nature, we cannot survive. So if you look around in this hall, you will see a lot of lady and men sculpture. Just like this one over here. So the lady and man sculpture symbolizes our parents who gives us life, took care of us, and taught us how to become a good person. And that's the beginning of human life. If you look at the center up there, the ceiling, it symbolizes the whole universe. And the structure over here represents the Mother Earth, which provides us the food, accommodation, or shelter that we need. And behind is the God of Sun figure. The sun that gives us day and light, and the moon that gives us the when high tide or the level of the sea. So all of these sculptures behind symbolizes the days of the week. So sun is Sunday, moon is Monday, Mars is Tuesday, Mercury is Wednesday, Jupiter is Thursday, Venus is Friday, and Saturn is Saturday. So they believe that the day you were born indicates your unique personality. So later on after the tour, you can come back here and you can check the calendar down there. Okay? So by the way, does anyone of you here who was born on Sunday? No one? Or you don't know? Your Sunday? Well, they said